everyone, welcome back to Pilates and Yoga. Today's short class is going to be a yoga power class. So all we need is our mat and then some weights. I'm using some wrist weights just because they're a little bit easier for me to manage, but you can use regular weights, or if you don't have weights at home, you can use water bottles or anything that kind of weighs the same, but you want two of them, one for each hand. And aside from that, I'm going to be linking the playlist that I'm listening to while I'm filming down in the description box down below. And other than that, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, let's go ahead and start standing on the back end of our mat. Arms down by your side, standing up tall, putting the weight primarily back onto your heels. Take a big inhale, and when you exhale, reach the arms forward, bend the knees, lower the hips down, squeeze the thighs together, press the chest forward, but at the same time, your arms are pulling up and back. And it's gonna feel like you're arching your back a little bit. Sink your hips down a little bit more. Make sure that your weight is back on your heels. And then from here, we're actually gonna fold the hands down, lift the hips up, look at your knees, try not looking at the floor. And then sink your hips down, bend the knees, reach the arms forward and up. And try that again. Exhale, squat down, hips down, arms up. And inhale, forward fold. And then exhale, arms forward and up. One more time. Getting a little bit more of a stretch every time. Reaching the arms forward and up. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms down. Good. If you're using weights, put your weights off to the side. Walk your hands forward. Find your plank position. Keep your shoulders over your hands. Big inhale. Exhale, press your hips up and back into downward dog, but bend your knees. And then go forward. Find your plank. And then inhale, go back, modified downward dog, knees bent, and reach it forward. Find a nice flow. Finding your stretch. And press your hips up and back into a regular downward dog. Sink your heels down. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go forward, but bring your left foot forward into the front of your mat, kind of where your hands are. Hold it here. And then when you're ready, lift the right arm up, back, lift your left arm forward and up, finding a warrior 2 position. Hold it here. Sink your hips down into a little bit of a stretch. Good. And then from here, we're going to place our forearm down, reach the right arm, back arm up and over, and then place the right arm back and down, reach the left arm up and over. And let's continue with that movement. Good. Keep it going. Keep your hips down. I know it's tempting to want to lift the hips with this movement, but let's try not to. And go down and come up into your warrior 2. Hold it here. Now we're going to lower the hips down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. Good. Let's go for 5. Really reaching the fingertips in opposite directions. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Arms reach up, face center. Big inhale. Exhale, turn the right toes to the right. Reach the right arm towards where the toes are pointing, left arm back, and you're gonna bend the right knee forward. Finding warrior 2 on the other side. Hold it here, sink the hips down, really find a position where you feel like your hips are open. You kind of feel a little bit of a stretch. Hold it here, and then forearm down, reach the top arm up and over, and reach back and up. Good, keep it going. Let's go for 3, 2, 1, and find your warrior 2 again. Hold it here, just the hips lower and lift. down, up, down, up, down, up. Keep going. Let's go for 3, 2, 1. Good. Come up to center. Fold forward, hands on the floor, press your hips back. Look behind you, let your head drop. If you have one of your weights nearby, go ahead and grab one of those. And then from here, bend the left knee, lower the hips down on the left-hand side. Good. I'm gonna clasp my hands since I already have my weights on my wrists. You're gonna come up, go down other side. Up, down, up, down. Sink into the back heel. Find your rhythm. We got this. Really thinking of pressing through the feet. If I'm quiet, it's just because I'm thinking about how it feels in my body and what I'm observing, if that would help you guys and how that would help you guys. So yeah, what I would do here is make sure that on top of sinking the hips down to where you can, really think of gripping the feet, pushing the floor away with the feet. Just like your hands kind of pushing together if you have the wrist weights on. Let's go last 2. 1, hold it here. Hold it to your right. Now put your hands down. Rotate your toes to the right. Hands on either side of that front right leg. And then bend your back knee, rest it on the mat. Reach the arms up. Hold it here. Low lunge. Big inhale, big exhale. I'm gonna adjust my front foot back a little bit. I think I overstepped it. All right, both arms up. And now from here, when I lift up, I'm going to bend my elbows, bring my hands to prayer pose. If you still have your weight, you can bend your elbows, bring it down and reach it back up. All right, so from here, we're gonna press the hips up, come up to a standing posture, legs are straight, and then the back knee bends, you rest it down into lunge pose. And again. Good. Try not to move your feet. And what I find is that the further forward my front foot is, the further back my back foot is, the more room my joints have to move around. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, awesome. Go down into your lunge, reach the arms up, lean back, open the chest up to the ceiling, and then hands down, straighten the legs, and walk your hands over to the left leg, both toes turn to the left, and then from here, back knee bends down. Back knee bends down. All right, from here, reach the arms forward and up. Find your lunge position, knowing what we know now. See if there's anything in the feet you want to change. And now from here, let's lift up and down. Reach the arms up. Come up, hands together, and lower down, arms up. Find your balance. Think about a long spine, crown of the head up to the ceiling, growing up taller every time you stand up. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it down. Lean the upper body back. Reach the arms straight. And then both hands down on the floor. Extend your leg back so that both knees are on the floor. Your toes are tucked. Your hands are going to be a little bit closer together, kind of under the shoulders a little bit. And then from here, shift your weight forward. So now you're really over the hands, and then bend the elbows, lower it down. Hold it here, point your toes, lift the chest, lift the chin. Press the weights or press the hips back. Speaking of your weights, you probably put your weight off to the side when we lay down on the floor. Good call. I forgot to mention that. Lean forward, hips forward, bend the elbows, lift the chest, and press it back. Good. Now let's do that again, but this time we're not going to go down into cobra. We're actually just going to bend the elbows. Let's go for sets of 3. Bend the elbows back, chest down, push away. 2, down, push away. 3, down, push away. Now go all the way down. Lift the chest, lift the chin. Press the hips up and back. And one more set just like that. Go forward, bend the elbows, lower down and lift. Bend the elbows, lower down, lift. Last one, bend the elbows, lower down, lift. And now bend the elbows all the way down, lift the chest, hold it here. And then exhale, press the hips up and back. Hold, child's pose. Big inhale, big exhale. And then exhale around the spine, slowly curl on up. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Good. You guys are all set with a really short sequence. Great job, everyone. Let me know in the comment section down below how you felt after taking that class. And remember, if you want full-length classes, live classes, and all the perks that come with our online membership, don't forget to check out amapilatesyoga.com. And I'll see you guys in my next one.